This is now part 4 of your birth certificate rights, how the strawman can now withdraw his trust fund. Watch part 1, showing you how your trust fund was created and who's managing it. Part 2 is the killing fields that shows you how your industries are working in different processes. Part 3 is your school of trades, as well as how they created all the fake laws and fake contracts in you. This is now part 4, the transformation of your project. You are now getting an overall picture of part 1 to 3, and then 4 and all the way up is why the reset is going on around the world. And my teachings are not a conspiracy theory. It's actually happening now. So here's your part 4. So on part 1, you learn how the birth certificate was created and who manages your birth certificate while you are growing up. The house of glass that kept your birth certificate inside. You learn how the industries were created in order for your trust funds to grow. You learn how these different people in your industry have limited knowledge from each other. You learn that scientists are creating formulas and mixing formulas with different industries of trades. And you're now realizing that the chemists of industries, their eventual goal is to kill the population. You learn how the food processing of industries work, which you can now apply to the many different industries that you own, because a process is applicable to every different kinds of industries. Industries that created fake laws, industries that created false contracts, a shell industries that your house of glass created to make humans to be the slaves of your own company. A company that are generating taxes that the worker bees of the sub-industries are not benefiting from. Instead, it's being benefited by the illegal aliens of the industries. The illegal immigrants that are being let into the countries that are taking away money from your trust fund. Because Earth is a battlefield between good and evil. The goal of your corporation, along with the different industries of trades, is to put you to sleep by giving you chemicals in every different kinds of industries that you use, that you put inside and outside your body, so you can get sick and die, so they can take your cash away from you. Because guess what? If you do not cash your inheritance, your trust fund, they will benefit from it. Your government will share it with all the different industries that committed the crime on you. These are all how the elites and the oligarchs get rich. It's the transference of your wealth amongst their family and friends only. They will not tell you the truth because they still need the slaves to work for them, to work for the industries that your corporation created in the first place, but they got greedy instead. Instead, they plotted to slave you into the systems. On Earth, you have an option to do good or to do evil. Think of ways how they do evil to you. They build you a house, a square house, to contain your thoughts and your doing. But they also gave you an escape option. But more and more, you'll see that they're building more stores with no option. They want you to come in their stores of square, because everyone that works inside the store are the debt collectors of your money. They see you as profit coming in. They will entice you with many different products from many different industries of chemicals, because their end goal is this: All of them work on time. It's a time-based industry. So think about this in your life. Nobody operates between the hours of 12 and 3 unless you're in a night shift. 12 and 3 is usually when you are asleep. A lot of the industries will not be servicing you because they're all expecting you to generate energy by the time you wake up so you could service them all as the slaves. Between 3 and 6, some industries will now wake up to get ready for you and during the busy times of day. 6 and 9 is when you will be getting your breakfast from all these service industries. Now everyone is trying to get ready to prepare for the suckers to come into each of these stores. 9 and 12 is when you will usually be busy and hungry and full of energy, and then you're back to the sleeping process again until you go home at nighttime to go to bed. Now apply that to your waking moments. Now apply this to your DNA. Originally, you came with a strand of 12 DNA from God. But the more you fall asleep, the more you downgrade your DNA. And the more you wake up, you increases your energy until you get back to the 12 strands of DNA again. And if you recall my post on the royal flush of your life, in between these numbers are your chakras. The life force energy of your chakra that they downgraded because they don't want you to reach your openness with God. They don't want you to go back to yourself and go back with God. So what happens? What happens if you're only growing food of natural product? Natural products grows on trees or on land. If you do not use chemicals on natural products, then you can clean all these industries of trades. Because eating natural product will give you high energy. If you eat high energy food, more likely you're not going to get sick. That means you're not going to rely on the medical industry of fake trades. Because remember, all the medications are made out of what? Chemicals. And chemicals are what? Untested formulas that you are now putting inside your body. Your body and the body of the children in front of you and outside of you. Because that's what it is. They give you medication to cure outside your body and medications to cure inside your body. Medications that are made out of formulas, untested formulas on humans or animals. So not only are you putting it to yourself inside and outside of you, but you are now putting it inside and outside of your animals that you care for. So in other words, Earth is full of chemicals created by humans who doesn't care for their own soulmates. Humans who are only thinking of themselves for profit. Because the more profits they make, the more industries they will create all over the world so they can create more people to slavery. To slavery and for slavery. Imagine if fruits and vegetables are growing in every sections of the world. Not only will you create your own energy of food, but you can now share it and trade with each other. Our whole neighborhood will be full of fruits and vegetables instead of empty lands. And the weeds that they tell us to kill, we can now harvest them to eat or to create natural medications for our body that our body will not reject because it's good for us. It's not chemical based. So you see, every intent of this industry, this is birth certificate rights, full awakening of your soul. This is part 4A of the transformation project.